Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry, a little late. When have I been on time for a life? It's ridiculous. I get sidetracked with so many people talking to me, and I don't like being rude and just saying, look, bugger off, I'm doing something else. I'm not like that. So I can be locked in conversation for quite a while. Pardon me. Sorry about yesterday. I had a bit of an accident, but I'm okay. It's just there's no way I could have done a live yesterday. It would have been very, very difficult. So I'll wait to some people coming on. Some people are coming on. I'm not at Terry's place today. I'm staying where I am at Stacey's, and I can prove where I am because I have a dog right here, Polo. What's he? Yeah, Polo is beautiful. Don't you look? You're on camera. Oh, see, she loves me. That's what Terry's youngest daughter says. She'll pat a cat, and if the cat hasn't bitten her or scratched her or basically beaten her up, she goes, she loves me. Yeah, it's really cute. And the other one is, but I need to. I want to go. Basically, she can say anything. I want to go skydiving, and she's 4 years old. I want to go skydiving or something like that. And no, you can't go skydiving, but I need to. It's hilarious. It really is. I need to, but you say it back to her and she just looks at you and say, well, that's a stupid thing to say, but she's allowed to say it, I'm not. So, yes, I know, camera hog. Okay, you lay down there, I'll rub your belly as I talk to people. Okay, I got some people on. Hey, everyone. Oh, what a day. Just been doing business side first, without the dog trying to knock over the camera. I was just talking to Asif, and he's just flown back from Arusha, and he was over there doing business, obviously for his business as well, and the World Cup, and doing a little bit of work. He's saying 1 to 2 days max, and everything should be done, and I told him I'd hold him to it, and so I'm going to give him that grace of 1 to 2 days. It's only 1 to 2 days, I know it's been 1 to 2 days a lot, but, Asif has... as I said, Asif has a lot of projects he has to do that he's actually paid for. So he's a popular programmer. But as I said, Tom's been looking at programmers as well. And I think Nimi Patel also told me there's a programmer she knows of that's quite reliable as well. Not that Asif isn't reliable because considering we're not paying him, but if we have to get a paid one, at least we're looking out for things. Down the track, obviously, with Bitcoin Ascension, I know it's one step at a time, but down the track, obviously, we're going to need more than one programmer, and we're going to need probably several programmers, which is exciting, because there's going to be moderators, programmers, all that sort of thing, professional support team, and everything, because I think our admin team is absolutely awesome, but as I said, they're giving away their free time as well to get things done, and I think they've done a pretty damn good job of it, really. I've been in a lot of programs over the years, as I've said, and I've been in some admin teams. I've been admin of a few teams, a few programs where they said, "Oh, come and be admin." Oh, all right, because I'm good at talking to people, because I'm not militant and I'm not nasty or anything like that, and well, I hope I'm not. And so I've been a few, but some of those admin teams have been they seem to think they have power or something like that, and it's ridiculous. They're there just to help the members, but I realise some of the admin people get abused in some of these programs. In ours, it's been pretty good. We've had one or two that have been very, very rude to the admin over the months. But when you think about 7,000 people or whatever, and you've had a few that have been rude, that's really, really good. That's exciting that happens, and that the admin we have right now are totally dedicated. So, but of course we want real, paid support, because the admin crew are like you; they're just members, and they want to have a life as well, and they've got their own projects, big projects. So I can't have them working for me for nothing the whole time. So I give them little perks when I can, like the free T-shirts, and obviously, although Juliet said she paid for her, she's mad, but she wants to help the charities and stuff where the proceeds go. That's why Juliet paid. Things like, admin will get a free account and things like that when we start buying accounts again and everything like that from the profits of the merchandise, And the merchandise is important for people to buy. One, should be proud of Bitcoin Ascension. As I said, we're still here. We may have run into a bit of a problem over the last couple of months, but we haven't died down. We've still got people joining because they want to know what Bitcoin Ascension is all about. It's not just about the matrix for them either. a lot of charity workers and things like that are really loving what we're doing, and they really believe in what we're doing. And the matrix is handy too. That's the important part. The matrix is secondary, and it still needs to be done. Obviously, we want to earn, but it's Bitcoin Ascension that's the important part, as far as I'm concerned. But obviously, I need to earn as well. We all need to earn, so that needs to be done. But don't think Bitcoin Ascension it has slowed down. It hasn't. The matrix on hold, but Bitcoin Ascension, the movement, the revolution that we're going to create in the world to make it a better place, that hasn't slowed down at all. Nothing has slowed down in that area. Way for the members to be able to earn through the matrix and other things I'll be bringing in, yeah, but that happens in most successful organisations. If you look at the history of organisations, I don't think anything's ever run smoothly. Things break down all the time, and they just have to fix them, and that's what we're doing. So I'm not overly experienced at running an organisation, so I rely a lot on professional help, not psychological help, although some say I probably need it. But for people who know better than I do how to run things, like how to set up an organisation, and programmers and things like that. Although I was talking to Terry the other day, she said she might actually have a look at coding and things like that, just to have a look to see what it's like. Because if I know Terry, anything she puts her mind to, she can do. She's amazing that way. Everything I've seen over the last 9 years from Terry, anything she really, really wants to try and learn, she does. And takes a unique mind to be able to do that sort of thing. So, if she does learn coding, she'll be our programmer. Well, that'll be like, I have to best mates with a programmer, and I can say, yeah, just talking to the programmer because I talk to her every day. But actually, it was funny. Today, I was over at her place. We'd done the school run and all that sort of thing. I love doing that with the kids. They're great. And she put on this horror movie, because she likes to put on horror movies with me because I jump. I'm a jumper, aren't I? Yeah, even the dog knows. See, the dog said, yeah, you're a jumper, you poor. Yes, poor me. You're a jumper. And so it came to, we were watching, I can't even remember what it's called, something about ringing twice or something, knock twice, don't knock twice. And she's just standing like in a doorway of a room, and you can see the shadows, and you think, oh, it's going to happen here, and it doesn't. And then out of nowhere, the bad thing, right, and I jumped. Poor old Charlie was on my lap. He flew across the room. Because I just jumped, oh jeez, I said something harsh and loud. I scared the hell out of me, and the cat goes flying across the room. I got Terry next to me. She doesn't watch horrors for the scary bit. She watches horrors to watch me jump, and then she has a good old laugh for about 10 minutes at me. She was in tears, laughing at the way I reacted. I nearly jumped to the ceiling. I really, really did. Yeah, so that was a funny thing that happened to me today. Anyway. Shows you I'm a real person, I suppose. I don't like horrible things. Give me a Disney movie any day. But Moana wasn't as scary. But yeah, that was a good laugh today. And when you're under a lot of pressure and stressful things happening, obviously with me with the Matrix and trying to get it done and getting answers from people and talking to other people, it does get very stressful. I love doing it, but it still gets very stressful to be able to do something like that and make someone laugh and have a bit of a laugh yourself, because I always laugh at myself. It's really, really handy. And so my advice for tonight is, no matter how stressful things get in life, and I know people have got things a lot worse than I have, right? 10 times worse, 100 times worse than I have. I know you do. And I sympathise with every person that does have problems in their lives. Take time to sit back and realise you're still alive, and you can, you're still part of this world. You're still seeing what's going on, and you still have people around who do love you. And everything. So take time to smile at what you have got, and not what you haven't got. Okay, and always. I think I lived my life with realizing from a very early age that there's the people always worse off than me. I grew up with like hand-me-down clothes, and my father made me toys for Christmas and things like that. Couldn't really afford much. Biggish family, one income, so to speak, the wife at home doing all the cooking and cleaning and raising the children as it was traditionally. She did part-time jobs every now and then to raise a bit of money for herself, because she wouldn't, use dad's money for anything personal. But if she wanted something, she'd go out and do something like Avon, or she did childcare for a while. and made some money so she could buy things for herself, which was a great lady. But I always realised that people had it worse than me. I had a roof over my head. Even as a child, I realised that I was in a house. I was safe. Because I'd watch the news with Dad from an early age, and you'd see all this devastation around the world. And I realised that I had nothing to complain about. Not saying I was the best child in the world. Believe me, I used to get in a lot of trouble. But I was a mischievous little bugger. Touch any button, see what happens, always dangerous. But yeah, you always got to realise there's always someone worse off than you. And that's not to say that the problems you have are not problems, aren't real. Okay, they are. They're just as bad for you. Okay, always remember that. Don't think you shouldn't be worried about the problems you have because someone's worse off. Okay, that's okay to realise someone's worse off. But remember, your problems are still very real. Okay, they're your problems. Okay, and they mean something to you. So it doesn't matter if someone's worse off, so to speak. You have to deal with the problem that you have right now. But all I'm saying is realise other people got it worse, but you've got to take time to realise that you're alive, you're here. No matter what the problem is, you're still here, okay? And that's why I think together with Bitcoin Ascension, all of us members who have issues of some sort, some not as bad as others, but still bad to us because they're our problems. We're banding together to be. Probably, I want to be the world's biggest support team for each other as well. We're not just going to make the world a better place. We're not just going to be earning money, because money doesn't solve everything. We know that. You can have $1 million, but if you haven't got a friend in the world, it's $1 million means nothing. You can hire friends, I suppose, but that's not a real thing, is it? So we'll be also supporting each other because we're here for the same thing, but we also realise we all have our own problems. We know there's people in the world who have much worse problems than we do, but our problems are still very, very important to us. So never belittle anyone's problems, and never belittle your own. You still got to get through them, okay? But just take a step back if you can, and realise that you do have people around you that love you and care, and that you're here, and that in some cases you're probably lucky to have problems where a lot of people haven't had the luxury of getting through their problems, and they're not here with us anymore. So I miss people like my family and stuff like that who have passed along the way, and I know we've all had people pass away on us in our families and things like that, and I always feel sorry for the people left behind more than anything else, because you miss them, but you have the memories, and that's why they live on forever. I suppose that's what makes them immortal. But all right, I don't want to get all down or anything like that. I know there's a lot of members here who have a lot of issues and a lot of problems and things like that. And I totally get it. I really do. I really do sympathise and everything. And I've got my problems too now. While my problems probably aren't worse than yours, they're still my problems. But when I get really, really stressed, and this is more advice for you, when you get really, really stressed, turn to someone who does understand, who does care. And they will listen to you because they do trust you, and you do trust them, and they do care. And talk to them. Just, it can be a good old full-on whinge, rant, whatever, or just sit down quietly and talk about your problems. And, a problem shared, a problem halved, and things like that. You don't unload everything of your life on someone else, because remember, they've all got their own issues, but problems being shared and things like that in a constructive way is probably a great way to help you get through some of this. I've obviously got my friends around me. I've got Tom to talk to. A lot of my family's all over in Australia and everything. I talked to my daughter the other day. It was great hearing her voice and everything. But I've had Stacey here, and most of all, I've had Terry. Anytime I've had a problem, I've talked to Terry. And believe me, Terry's got her own issues as well. She's got her own problems, like we all do. But because she is such a good friend, she will sit there and listen to me, as I will sit there and listen to her. And it doesn't fix the problem, doesn't always solve the problem, but it really makes you feel better that you can actually verbally get it out and not just have to dwell on it all the time. Dwelling on it really does the most damage, I think. I found over the years, always dwelling, because it always seems to get worse in your mind. But then when you verbally speak it to someone, it's still bad, but it doesn't seem as bad as what you've made it in your mind. I've got a very imaginative mind, so, my problems at the end have always got zombies attacking me, so, get through that. But I'm a child. I was talking. We were on the way back from school. And I was telling Terry. I was looking at a tree in a forest part of area, bush area, and there was these two trees sort of overlapping each other. You could see one behind the other, but they seemed to sort of like a big scary tree, like you'd see in like a cartoon, I guess, at night in a forest, the big scary tree, and it looked like it had arms there and sort of, and I'd imagined all that. I said, I'm still a child, I really am. I still see things like that, I said to Terry, I said, when I was a child, that would have scared me. She goes, what do you mean when you were a child? I said, all right, I'm not scared of it. I really am. I hid behind her. It made her laugh, and stuff like that. So you've got to remember your childhood, I think, and laugh at some of those things. It really does relieve the pressure. Okay, well that's my Sigmund Freud session for today. But yeah, I'll let you know how Asif is going. I'll be checking on him tomorrow again, and then after that probably hourly. How's it going now? Are we there yet? Because that's how desperate I am to get started. Well, excited I am to get started. I really want to get this countdown going and bang and really hit it hard. And I've seen all the people on my post who are going to help me with the advertising. I'm hoping for a lot more who will actually do it. They might not comment on the post, but they'll do it anyway. And you watch the major difference we have because we've all taken 5 minutes. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be amazing. So remember all that. Remember the merchandise. Anywhere in the world we go to now. Doesn't matter what country you're in. If there's t-shirts you want, I'll talk to Elaine about the polo shirts as well. We'll get them started, I think, if we can. And she can put up a post with the prices for that as well. And I know a lot of people are waiting for the relaunch and everything like that. But as I said, the Matrix isn't Bitcoin Ascension. We are Bitcoin Ascension. I am Bitcoin Ascension. You are Bitcoin Ascension. The Matrix is just a way of earning. So I wouldn't worry about the relaunch. We are going to relaunch one way or another in terms of the Matrix. As I said, if the whole thing just disappeared, I could easily, well, not easily, but I could go out and get another script and start again because I've got the database. So it's never going away. But remember, it's Bitcoin Ascension. So if you're waiting for a relaunch before you buy a t-shirt, there's no point because Bitcoin Ascension won't die no matter what. It'll never die. It's a movement. It's a belief, and that's what you're here for. I know a lot of people are here for the money as well. We all are, but don't think Bitcoin Ascension is the Matrix because it isn't. It's just one way for the members to earn. Get that in your head and into the way you're thinking, and you'll be a lot happier with the way things are and the way things are going to be. So just getting that out there for you so you fully understand what it's all about. Yes, we want to earn, but yes, we want to make the world a better place as well. And that's why the t-shirts are important. It gets a lot of people in, the right people in, to helping us make the world a better place. And of course they'll be able to earn as well. As I said, even if the whole lot disappeared, the actual Matrix, the website, everything, if all of that disappeared, I can do it again. It's just the way it is. I can do it again. So don't think we should be on hold with Bitcoin Ascension because what we're trying to do is create a membership of people who will make the world a better place. So and when the Matrix is up, obviously, and other things I bring in, we'll be earning as well. So exciting stuff. All right, guys, I love you all very, very much. Message me if you need to. I'm behind on my messages as I usually am. So many people message me. It's incredible. I don't know. Elaine is brilliant. She gets messaged all the time. And she's just going all the time. She's absolutely amazing with getting to her messages. And so the other admin, they get a lot of messages too, but everyone seems to pick on Elaine. So, but remember, if you want merchandise, just talk to Elaine. She'll help you out. But I'll have a talk to her also about other things in the merchandise range because remember, the more we raise for that, the more people we help. And obviously we'll build up a kitty so we can buy a heap of spots in the Matrix as soon as it's relaunched and push even more people through. And then those spots are given back to you guys anyway, And as I said, we run competitions all the time. We love the competitions. I miss the competitions. I love doing the competitions. They're everything. All right, guys. Love you all very, very much. Polo's fallen asleep, so I've talked too long, obviously. And I will be back again tomorrow, hopefully with more updated news on how things are going. And I shall see you all again. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.